everyone, Ben here with Millenium Drums to show you 5 of the silky smooth snare drums in the Millenium Drums range. These 5 snare drums are all slightly different, they're made of different materials, are different depths, and I'm going to show you how cool they sound right now. Here we go. The first snare we're going to look at today is the power steel snare. This snare is 14 inches in diameter and 6.5 inches deep. Whew, it is the real deal. The shell is 1mm thick and made of steel, and I know you're thinking, Ben, we know that. It's in the title. But here's what that actually means. A steel snare drum is typically thinner than a wooden snare drum. This means that the drum can resonate freely when being hit. That, combined with the smoothness of the steel, means that you can have the perfect rock snare drum at home. Here we go, it's time to check out snare drum number 2. In the snare drum series, we also have the 14 by 5.5 black steel snare. Now this shares lots of similarities with the other steel snare drum, however there are some key differences. For example, this has got thicker hoops and only has 8 lugs as opposed to 10. Fewer tension bolts allow for the snare drum to resonate more freely and for those intricate notes to really push through into the mix. The thicker hoops help control projection and any unwanted overtones. It's time for the next snare drum. Finally, in the steel snare drum series, we've got this awesome 14 by 3.5 inches Piccolo snare drum. This snare drum is fantastic and shares lots of similarities when it comes to resonance and sound with the other 2 steel snare drums. It makes for a really cool main snare and also a popping side snare. In at number 4 is the 13 by 7 Mahogany snare drum, and it is coming in hot. This is a wooden shell made up of 9 plies and is finished in a black wrap. This snare drum has vintage style tube lugs, like we saw on the other 2 steel snares, and has a super rich and warm response. Finally, we have the 14 by 5.5 inch brass snare drum, and this is one of my favourites in the range, purely because of its volume. Combined with the fact the shell is made of brass, is 1.2mm thick and has reinforcement rings, this snare drum can really pack a punch. With a very open sound, this snare drum sounds incredible tuned high. It can also sound really mellow at the mid and low tuning points. Thanks for checking out those 5 snare drums with me. I hope you enjoyed how they sound. Let me know your favourite in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, smash that subscribe button, as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss more cool content from Millenium Drums in the future. See you later.